We all know this image. It's goofy, it's strange, and 4 years later, it is still burned into our collective memory. When you think of the metaverse, this is what you see. Mark Zuckerberg pitched this as the future. It wasn't just the vague idea from Silicon Valley. It was supposed to be the next evolution of human connection. At the center of this plan was Horizon Worlds. This was their flagship. This was the virtual reality universe that would change everything. On paper, it made sense. Facebook had the money. They had the social network. They followed the old rule. If you build it, they will come. But they didn't come. It turns out the average person wasn't ready to abandon reality. They didn't want to hang out with friends as cartoons in a digital void. So we have to ask the big question. What actually happened to Zuckerberg's vision? Today, Horizon Worlds is a ghost town. It is abandoned. It is a glitchy, half-finished mess, and it's struggling to survive. The numbers are staggering. Since 2020, Meta's Reality Labs division has lost $70 billion. They're losing billions more every single quarter. Some estimates suggest the daily user count in Horizon Worlds dropped as low as 900 people. Think about that. 900 people. This isn't just a tech failure. This is a story about hubris. It's what happens when a CEO ignores every critic and insists he knows best. Today, we are looking at the strange, expensive failure of the metaverse. How did we get here? And where did all that money go?
Just a few years ago, the narrative was different. The metaverse was the successor to the mobile internet. Zuckerberg described it clearly. He said it would be an embodied internet. You wouldn't just look at a screen, you would be in the experience. He promised a platform more immersive than anything we had ever seen. He called it the metaverse. But what does that actually mean? Let's settle the definition. Basically, it's a digital world where you live and interact with others using virtual reality. If you like science fiction, you've seen this before. Think Ready Player One. Think Snow Crash. It's a digital second life. To understand the launch, you have to understand the timing. In 2021, Facebook was drowning in controversy. It really started back in 2018 with the Cambridge Analytica scandal. But by 2021, it was worse. Leaked internal documents proved Facebook knew its platforms were hurting users. They knew it damaged social cohesion. They knew it harmed children. But they chose to do very little about it. Those files leaked in September 2021. 1 month later, in October, Zuckerberg unveiled the metaverse. He didn't just launch a product, he changed the entire company name. Facebook became Meta. The optics were terrible. To the outside world, it looked like a trick. It looked like a thinly veiled attempt to ditch the toxic Facebook brand. He presented this vision in a bizarre 1-hour virtual video. Investors didn't buy in. They had no idea what was going on. The stock price crashed for months.
And it didn't help that the branding was bad. The public saw that low-quality, dorky avatar of Mark. It became a meme instantly. It became the face of the failure. Zuckerberg has tried to reinvent his image since then. But at the time, investors had only one question. How is this actually going to work? Meta had a plan. They were launching 4 specific products to build this universe. Number 1, Horizon Worlds. This was the VR space itself, powered by their own operating system. Number 2, the Horizon mobile app. This was the bridge. You could manage your profile and friends from your phone. Number 3, the Horizon Store. a marketplace to buy apps and games. And number 4, Horizon Home, a private virtual living room where you could hang out with family before jumping into games. It sounded like a complete ecosystem, but for the customer, the friction was massive. First, the cost. You had to buy a headset for hundreds of dollars. Second, the setup. You had to sign up and configure the system. But the real problem was the network effect. You go online to be with people, but nobody was there. And because nobody was there, nobody else wanted to join. It was a cycle of emptiness. You also have to factor in trust. Trust in Facebook was at an all-time low. People didn't trust the old company, so why would they trust Meta? And finally, there is the culture barrier. Most people don't want to disconnect from reality. It is a hard sell. You are asking normal people to strap screens centimeters from their eyeballs. It's uncomfortable.
The VR headset is a difficult form factor. Even Apple is struggling to make it mainstream. Apple's issue was price, sure, but it proves that consumers just aren't ready to wear computers on their faces yet. This wasn't an overnight idea. Facebook bought Oculus back in 2014. They founded Reality Labs in 2020, but the development was chaos. John Carmack is a legend in the tech world. He was brought in to help build this vision, but by 2022, he quit. He didn't leave quietly. He verbally fried Meta's efforts. Carmack actually believes in VR. He is bullish on the tech, but he said Meta was doing it all wrong. He called their efforts glitchy and slow. The confusion ran deep. During the 2021 rebrand, the company didn't even have a concrete definition of the metaverse. Employees building it didn't know what it was. Bernie Yee, a staff member, said everyone was confused. One group thought they were building a new YouTube. Another group thought they were building a casual World of Warcraft. They didn't know if they were making a tool or a video game. It got worse. In February 2022, Zuckerberg sent a memo to the staff. His order was simple: live in the future. He wanted employees to use their own product. He wanted them to hold meetings in the metaverse. But this backfired. It revealed just how broken the system was. Employees hated it. Sources told the Wall Street Journal that it was a nightmare. It was so glitchy that it took 30 minutes just to join a meeting. Imagine that, half an hour of troubleshooting just to talk to your boss. Eventually, they gave up. They just used Zoom or regular video calls. And that is the fundamental problem. Humans choose the path of least resistance. Why strap a computer to your face when you can just click a link?
Let's go back to that rocky period. By October 2022, Meta's stock had collapsed. It was down 70% since the start of the year. Then came the cuts. For the first time in nearly 20 years, layoffs arrived. Between late 2022 and mid-2023, Meta fired 20,000 people. That was a quarter of their workforce gone. It looked dire, but that moment was actually the bottom. Zuckerberg managed to turn the ship around. But he didn't do it with the metaverse. He did it by fixing his advertising business. The stock rebounded, but the metaverse stayed dead. Meta hides the data, but leaks paint a bleak picture. By February 2023, Horizon Worlds had maybe 20,000 monthly users. But daily users? That number was estimated at 8,000. Some YouTubers went inside to check. Jarvis Johnson investigated and found the count could be as low as 900 daily users. And who are these users? Mostly kids who think it's a version of Roblox. Investors begged Meta to stop. They saw the metaverse as an anchor, dragging down a profitable company. Zuckerberg refused to listen. In 2024, they tried to pivot.
They opened the Horizon OS to other hardware makers. It was a sign of weakness. Their own headsets sell okay, but they don't make a profit. Let's look at the financials for Q3 2025. Reality Labs made $470 million in sales. That sounds okay, right? Wrong. They lost $4.4 billion in the same quarter. They're burning cash to improve the software. Infamously, they spent 2 years just to give the avatars legs. But is it worth it? How does this ever make money? They assumed advertising would be the answer, or maybe brands building virtual worlds, like Absolute Vodka did. But nobody cares. It hasn't worked. The grand plan is the App Store model. Meta builds the hardware and they take a cut of every app sold. But that ecosystem doesn't exist yet. Right now, it's just a way to set money on fire with extra steps.
As it stands, Horizon Worlds is a disaster. They have sold 20 million headsets, but they can't turn a profit. However, it seems Zuckerberg has found a new distraction: artificial intelligence. The metaverse is no longer the shiny new toy. AI is. Mark is now spending a fortune poaching AI experts. It's helping their Ray-Ban smart glasses, sure, but the rest remains to be seen. Who knows how this AI pivot will end? It might be another waste of money, or it might actually help them target ads better. But if the AI bet fails, Zuckerberg will be striking out 2 for 2. Whatever happens next, one thing is clear: the metaverse isn't working. Their flagship product is failing. I want to be clear about one thing: virtual reality does have a future. Just look at VR chat. It has over 100,000 users online at once. The demand is there. But as John Carmack said, Meta is going about it the wrong way. They tried to force a corporate version of the future, and the world rejected it. That is the story of the $70 billion disaster. I hope you found this analysis interesting. If you did, please hit that subscribe button.